Hi, fashion fans. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, Adam G. Tonight, I have a very special guest. She is one of the 66 candidates of Miss Philippines Earth for this year. And I'm so privileged that she has given her time to grant me this interview. She comes all the way from Mabitac, Laguna. Here she is. Please say hello to Miss Jelina Pearl Miranda, representing Mabitac, Laguna for Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Hi, Jelina.
Hi, Sir Adam. Good evening po and good evening to everyone who are watching us tonight. I'm Jelina Pearl Miranda, your Miss Philippines Earth Mabitac, Laguna.
Wow naman. Alam mo, tutuwa naman ako. Parang pinaghandaan mo tong interview na to. Look at your, this is your day 3, di ba? Day 3 of your
Yes.
media tour. I mean, monitor kita. Parang, wow, this is, tuwa naman ako na parang for tonight you opted to do a sleek look of yourself for our interview. So, ang ganda mo. It's my first time to get to know you. I would like to thank Francois for making this possible. So, thank you, Francois. Alam kong virtual kayo, so hindi namin talagang ang interaction lang naming mga press sa inyo ay limited. Puro
Yes.
virtual lang. But I'm grateful na your candidates like you are giving me a chance to get to know you better. So how are you right now, Jelina?
I'm doing very fine, Sir Adam, and I'm currently taking a rest kahit papano from the activities from Miss Philippines Earth kasi kakatapos lang din po ng mga video shoots, so we're taking a rest naman po and media tours. Doing media tours.
Media tour. So, yeah, no? Parang celebrity talaga. And last night, ginanap ang Miss Philippines Earth long gown competition. So, ang ganda-ganda mo in your gold gown. Talaga na,
Thank
tsaka
you
yung
so much.
backdrop mo talaga, effort talaga yung ginawa mo as your gown complemented your background. So, can you share us where did you shoot your long gown segment?
Well, yung long gown segment po, it was actually held in the nearest town po sa amin, which is in Pakil, Laguna, and it's a function hall po. My team po kasi, they are aiming for the regal look. We do not like po kasi na parang ma-overdress po. So, yun po, I'm very happy na maganda naman po yung kinalabasan.
Oh, so did you have a hand in choosing your gown?
Sorry po?
Did you have a hand in choosing your gown
Actually,
that you
it
used
was
for the video?
It started from scratch actually. My handlers,
Oh,
yes, my handlers are the ones who designed it for me. They are the ones who put every beads. I think they have used around roughly 30,000 beads, and they inisa-isa po talaga nila ang paglalagay po ng beads.
ang ganda, no? Ano yun? So, made from recycled materials po ba yung beads na nilagay dun sa gown mo?
Are made of recycled materials. I think hindi po. Kasi we actually bought it po from yung lagi naman po namin binibilhan po ng ng mga pang-designs.
Wait, so hindi designer yung gumawa ng gown mo? Yung team mo?
Hindi po.
Tulong-tulong
My
kayo?
team po. Yes po.
Wow! Ilan yung taong gumawa ng gown mo? Sa team mo na gumawa ng gown mo?
Dalawa
It's my
lang
first
po
time to
sila.
hear something like this. Wow! And do they have a background in fashion design?
Yes, actually they have handled previously one of the Miss Earth candidates way back 2019. She is International Miss Earth International 2019. She is Miss Myanmar.
Oh! Oh! Talaga? What's his name? Ang ganda ng gown na ginawa niya kay Myanmar, ah.
Yes po, it's he is Arnold Delen.
Ah, okay. Wow, nice. Nice. So, oh, ang ganda, ang galing naman. Tapos, why did you choose the color gold? Is it your favorite color?
It's because of my earth color po.
Ah,
My earth color
so
is actually sunlight yellow.
sunlight yellow. Ang ganda
Yes.
ha. Ang ganda. So definitely hindi to yung gown na susuotin mo for the finals.
Yes. We
Ang
have
ganda.
prepared three gowns, three different gowns po.
Ang ganda ng styling mo ah. Bet ko yon.
Thank you so much po.
Yung wet, sleek hairstyle. Tapos nag-complement sa... Basta ang ganda lang. Ang modern ng styling. It's so you, it's so refreshing, it's very modern, it doesn't look dated. So kudos to your styling team for making you look phenomenal in
Thank you
that
so much po.
evening gown yesterday. So let's now get to know more of you. So you're you I I look up your bio and you took up tourism management,
Yes, that's right, sir.
Bachelor of Science in Tourism and Management. So why did you take up that course?
I took up that course because I am a travel enthusiast. My mother influenced me to travel around the world. That's why I am very much eager to know more about the cultures and tradition, not just locally but also internationally. Kaya I opted to enroll in tourism and hotel management. And also, for the hotel, we really do want to have our own hotel in the future.
Oh, that's nice. Wow. Hi, Fran. Oh, by the way, France is watching us. Hi, Mars France. Thank you for watching.
Hi, Sir
Thank you
Franz.
for watching. Yes. So, paano mo na-develop yung love mo for traveling?
Because po nung bata pa po ako, my mother used to bring me everywhere she goes kasi me and my sister has this age gap for 9 years. So, pag iniwan niya po ako, wala po akong kasama. Kaya po, she used
O-
to bring me anywhere she goes, internationally or locally.
So, OFW ba si mommy or she just owns a travel agency?
No, she just loves to travel.
So, how many countries have you been ever since you
I
started
think
traveling?
roughly around eight countries for now.
8?
Yes.
So, what are those
Mostly
8
Asian
countries?
countries.
Can you enumerate them? Yeah, Asian. So,
Um,
among all the Asian
yeah,
countries
Asian.
that you have traveled, which is your favorite destination so far?
So far, my favorite destination is South Korea
Why? What's with
because
South Korea?
I really do love the food and the ambience. Of course, everything you look at, it's very aesthetic. You can just take pictures everywhere, even on their pedestrian lanes. You can just stand there and then make everything look so fabulous.
Do you like K-pop too?
Yes, it's one of the reasons.
When was the last time you visited there?
It was last 2019.
Oh, before the pandemic
Yes,
happened.
before the
Oh.
pandemic.
How many times have you been to Korea already?
Twice.
Twice. Yeah.
Mm.
So, ano masasabi mo sa nakita mo dun sa Korea in terms of
Um,
how it has become your favorite destination?
my I think I really do fell in love because of their clean surroundings. As in, they are very particular po when it comes to trashes. Kasi pag may mga makakakita sa'yo na nagtapong ka lang ng basura dito, parang titignan ka na, why do you have to do that? There are trash cans everywhere or you just have to keep it inside your pocket. Why can't you do it simple like that? And I do wish that in every country na maging ganun din yung practice, even if you're a local or a traveler, just so we can maintain a clean environment.
Dito kasi sa atin iba, no?
Mm. Yun nga po
Kalat
yung
dito,
sana
kalat doon.
kahit may nakalagay na bawal magtapon ng basura, makikita mo nandun pa din yung basura.
And is that why you took up that advocacy for Miss Philippines Earth right now?
Yes. Yes, that's actually the reason.
Uh-huh. So, What significant gains or concrete steps have you done to implement your advocacy so far?
Actually, my I still have ongoing plans for this. I would want to start with my municipality first because they are planning this tourism center, and I would love to collaborate with the school communities in terms of my advocacy because my educational tourism, however, is the creating a literary magazine which I want students to get involved so that in the younger the better they could have already the idea that, oh, even though I'm just a kid, a child, I still have the I can take simple actions to help everyone, to help save Mother Earth. And I want them na makita if ever the cultural center is already built, na ilagay doon yung mga literary magazines made by the students. So however, yung mga magvi-visit na visitors is they would see how these children are very hands-on when it comes to taking care of our environment. So others will follow the same, will do the same thing.
So do you think, leading by example is one way of
Of course,
addressing this problem?
definitely. Because if you're not really doing what you advocate, I don't think anyone will follow you. You have to really be determined, or even though you are just doing the simplest or slightest thing, then it's already making a great difference in our surroundings.
Alright. So, sige, medyo mag-shift gears muna tayo as we get to know you. So, iwan muna natin yung advocacy mo. So, is this your first pageant? First national pageant?
Yes, it is my first national pageant.
But you have been competing in your provincial pageants there in Mabitac, Laguna.
Not yet. I actually had one pageant, but it's in Binyan.
In Binyan.
Barangay in Binyan. Yeah, Barangay Kanlalay.
Is becoming a beauty queen your childhood dream ba?
Um, not not that childhood dream, but I always look up to them, especially kapag napapanood ko how they walk gracefully, how they express their voices to and share their knowledge. I always look up to them. They inspire me so much.
Alright. So before becoming a beauty queen, ano talaga yung parang pinapangarap mo na mangyari sa buhay mo?
I would really love to be an hotelier.
Hotelier,
Kasi,
yeah,
yes.
and own your hotel, no?
Yes, because my mom and I, we were always eyeing of having our own hotel or resort in the future. So I said to myself that why not try being a hotelier first before managing your own hotel?
So, are you currently working as a
No,
hotelier?
I already resigned with them.
Ooh. Was this before the pandemic or itong pandemic lang?
During pandemic.
Ah, all right. So, what are your plans after Miss Earth?
Of course, after Miss Earth, if I won't be given the chance to win the crown, of course, I'm still advocating the same thing. But however, I will um, continue in the film industry.
Film.
Yes, my mother actually is handling a film production.
Ah,
So
all right.
might as well have to focus on that part for now. And
So, ano yun?
maybe
In front of the camera or behind the camera, behind the
in
scenes?
front the camera.
Oh, so you want to become an actress, an actor.
Yes.
Oh, that's ang daming mong
Daming racket.
interest, no? Oo, grabe. So, you said kanina na, hindi mo talaga pinangarap maging beauty queen, but here you are right now. So, I wanna ask, what is it about Miss Earth, Miss Philippines Earth that attracted you to join?
Well, everything in Miss Earth is actually it's I don't know how to put it in words, but everything that Miss Earth do, it's with a purpose. That's why they are living with the tagline "Beauty for a cause." Kasi I know that beauty queens is we are not just about the glam or fame. We are after the advocacy that we have. We have this craving feeling of expressing ourselves or leading or making the change po in the world.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Kasi nga, dahil nga rin sa environmental advocacy mo. So, so far, how has been the experience competing in Miss Earth virtually?
First po, the experience, syempre, first is medyo pressured and challenging. Pero all in all po, I'm enjoying myself and my family always reminds me na just enjoy your journey. This will gain you a lots of experience and learnings along the way. It's okay. It's okay to be yourself. Just enjoy the flow.
So this is a virtual setup, right? And you are
Yes.
all 66 candidates, right?
Yes.
In total. So how do you think you can manage to stand out in a virtual setup like this and that ang dami ninyo?
Yes, actually that's one of the challenges kasi we're on virtual setup. So I don't know because we're actually, pag nakikita ko yung mga eco-sister ko, we are actually equal footing. As in lahat po equally magaganda, equally matatalino, equally magaganda yung advocacies. And to manage to stand out, I think I am giving my best efforts naman po in all the things that I do, in all the things that happened. I think yun po yung edge ko since kaya ko naman na kahit na kahit na virtually, I know I am putting up a good fight.
Yeah. So what has been the challenges that you've encountered in this kind of setup while while you are preparing for this contest?
Of course, number one po is the restrictions and limitations po because we're still in pandemic. And second is a stable internet connection kasi pag bumagyo na po, nawawalan na po yung connection. Yeah, so far yun naman po yung challenges, and also kapag pupunta ng locations, not all locations are available to shoot kasi some of them are having a hard time to open yet because of the permits that they have to provide. So yun pa lang po yung challenges. However, we still manage to go through naman po with the virtual setup.
Laban lang. Ika nga,
Yes,
diba?
laban lang.
Talaga. And you talk about your fellow candidates earlier. So is it hard to maintain friendships or relationships with them given this virtual setup? Kasi hindi kayo nakikita lahat eh. How has been
Yes.
the camaraderie among all of you 65 contestants?
Actually, I was really grateful that we had an activity wherein Miss Philippines Earth grouped us para magkita-kita din kami kahit papano on camera so we could talk with our different opinions, suggestions. So I'm really happy na kahit papano through that, even though we have busy schedules, and alam ko naman po na in day by day may mga iba-iba naman kaming ginagawa. It is a bit harder for us right now na makapag-usap, makapag-jamming kasi we never really get to see each other face to face.
Among all the pre-pageant events that Miss Earth has lined up for you, what has been your most favorite so far?
My most favorite segment so far is the beachwear because I can still feel it's still summer. I'm really dying to go on a vacation and wear my swimsuit just to flash my body, just to be confident enough. I just really want the vibe of the summer heat.
Wow. Wow. So I assume you have been working out religiously? to achieve that great
Yes,
figure
if
for the
yes, if I
competition.
have the time, I really do work out.
So paano yan? Nag-open lang yung gyms recently. So before that, how have you been keeping yourself fit or doing all these workouts or exercises?
I actually bought some resistance bands and following YouTube home workouts. That's the least that I can do kasi wala po yung mga gyms eh. So I have to think of an alternative to keep myself healthy and of course eat balanced diet po.
Oh, that's nice. So, you also mentioned there's one here looking at since you plan up to put up your own hotel someday, and that your course is related to tourism. Is that the reason why you're you can speak three languages? So I assume you're multilingual.
Yes, I am actually not yet fluent with these languages, but I can converse somehow. The first one, the Mandarin kasi, I was raised in a Chinese school from grade school up until high school. So I have no choice but to love Mandarin. And then that's my first ever language. And I realized that when you are in a hotel industry, it will be your advantage again among other applicants because you can easily get connected with your guests. You can easily understand what they need. That's why after that and before I added Korean, I was a fan. That's why I studied Korean because I wanted to communicate not only with my idols but also to fellow fans around Korea. Kaya po nung nag-Korea kami, ako din po yung tour guide nila mama kasi they have no choice but na ako po yung gamitin nila.
So hindi kayo lost in translation doon kasi nakakaintindi ka.
Yes.
That's nice, ha? What about ito naman yung Thai? So, paano mo naman na-discover yung love mo for the Thai language?
Yung Thai po, actually, when I was a kid, my mom and I used to go to Thailand like every 6 months, ganun po. And then I really love their culture. Tapos po, recently lang din, nung nagka-pandemic po, since wala po tayong ginagawa, and medyo nagsawa kasi ako sa K-drama. So, I switched to Thai. And pag habang nanonood po ako, I think, parang, I feel frustrated na, what are they saying? I can't understand. I can feel the connection. So somehow, even though the syllables are harder than Korean, the writings, I still manage to study it alone. Korean and Thai, I self-study.
Ang galing mo naman. I mean, wow, how you can absorb 3 languages.
Yes
One
po, and
after
I'm
the
planning to
other.
add more if ever.
Oo. Kung talagang kakaririn mo ang pagpapageant, mag-aral ka na rin ng Spanish para kapag may ka-roommate kang mga Latina. Como esta, señora?
Yes,
Muy
true.
bien,
Masarap,
di
mas
ba?
lalong masarap chumika.
Di ba? Miss Friendship ka, di ba? Miss United Nations sa sasalihan mo. Or kahit hindi sa pageants, di ba?
True.
Sa pagiging hotelier mo nga, di ba? Sa
Yes.
course na tinake up mo. That's very nice to hear. So, kaya mo mag-switch? Kunyari, dare kita. Sige nga, mag-switch. Kunyari, pag paano mo sasabihin, I am Jelina Miranda, your Miss Philippines Earth candidate from Mabitac, Laguna, in Mandarin. Siyempre, hindi naman Mabitac, Laguna. Ano na lang, parang, why did you take up, parang introduce yourself. I am Jelina Miranda and I am joining Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Paano mo sasabihin yan in Mandarin, Korean, and Thai? Kaya mo?
Oh my God, challenging. Try ko po. Kasi I haven't been studying recently because of the busy schedules, pero...
Hindi, sige, kung ano lang. Kasi yung Mandarin, may background din ako eh. Kasi I'm half Filipino and half Chinese. So, medyo nakakaintindi din ako ng konti. Pero I also did not take my Chinese subjects in school when I was younger, when I was in grade school. So, talaga super konti lang talaga yung alam ko. So that's why I asked you kung sige nga makakapag-converse ka. Yeah.
Sige po, try natin. Okay.
Go.
晚安，我是米珠，我是什么菲律宾，菲律宾
Philippine.
啊，Philippines Philippines
Earth. Earth.
Earth is
What's
Philippine
a
Philippine Earth.
Philippine?
Ay,
Xiaoche.
hindi ko na masyado. Xiaoche? Miss
Xiaoche is miss,
Xiaoche.
right?
Xiaoche Miss,
Xiaoche
yes.
is miss, right? So,
Xiaoche,
yeah.
Philippine,
Yeah, so,
Erling, E.
yeah, okay. So, sige.
Then for
Enough.
Korean, 안녕하세요. 저는 필리핀 지구 2021. For Thai, สวัสดีค่ะฉันชื่อเจลินาค่ะฉันเป็นคนฟิลิปปินส์ Earth 2021 ค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
Ang galing naman. Ang galing naman. Nakakatuwa ka naman. Parang tuloy ako. Parang gusto ko na rin talaga mag-aral ng, ng more languages. Seryosohin ko na yung Mandarin ko. Or even
Mandarin.
Spanish. Kasi sobrang, di ba? Sobrang ano ako sa mga pageants, yung mga Latina.
Yes
di
po.
ba?
And
So, you know,
in demand po
yeah.
yung mga taong very in demand po talaga yung mga taong marurunong po ng different languages.
Totoo. Yung mga translator, yung mga, yeah, true. So, you know, you advocate for tourism,
Yes.
you advocate for
Educational tourism.
cultural education. Yeah, you advocate for educational tourism, which aims to preserve and conserve natural resources and cultural heritage. Do you think, well, let's go, let me ask you some challenging questions. Do you think this pandemic is kind of helping your advocacy because no one is traveling?
Mm-hmm.
You know, preserve technically yung mga natural resources because there's limited movement around this pandemic.
Well, I think naman po, even though na we're still on pandemic, internet can do its job to preserve and to disseminate information that we need na maibigay sa tao na, I know we're still in pandemic, pero even though na alam ko, the economy is actually down right now, pero we have to use this chance to promote. Kasi hindi naman forever pandemic. This pandemic will soon end because of the vaccines that we're currently having right now. And also, if we take care of ourselves also with the vaccines, syempre mas magiging mas mapapadali yung pagtapos ng pandemic na to. I think it's more on kung tawag nila sa production, it's the pre-production. Kasi mag-aano yan eh, parang it will reflect if ever the pandemic is already finished, doon na po natin siya mas sa buhay.
True. How do you feel that the tourism industry where you thrive at, where you currently thrive at, is really affected by this pandemic? Do you think the tourism industry will be able to recover from this?
Of course. Whenever I think about it, I just think that it's just a challenging phase. Kasi I know na everyone is suffering, pero at the end of the day, we know na we can get through it all naman po. And it's kind of sad that the tourism is down right now, pero I know na in the near future makakabangon din naman po tayong lahat. Wala naman pong imposibleng mangyari.
As someone who has a background in tourism, when is the earliest do you think we'll be able to to go back to our normal lives based
To
on how you
normalize.
see things, given your tourism perspective.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to impose a specific time, but I think more or less if everyone will comply with the vaccines and still be able to do the precautionary measures provided us, maybe the soonest time would be next year if all of us would follow the government's procedure, then I think it's possible for us to move around next year. Maybe this
But you
year,
know what?
kaya din, if
Apparent,
ever.
I don't think it will happen this year because there
Mm,
seems to a lot of Filipinos are hesitant to get
yes,
vaccinated.
to
So,
take the
what
vaccine.
are your thoughts on how we can, yeah, on how we can encourage these people to get rid of their vaccine hesitancy
Well, actually, I always
here in
tell
this
to
country?
my friends, yes, if it's about the vaccines, I know that our government is just looking out for our well-being. They're just prioritizing our health, and these vaccines have gone under an extensive clinical trials, and they contain some chemicals that could harm ourselves. I think naman na everyone wants to get normalized na as soon as we can. So, dapat hindi po sila hesitant kasi siyempre the government are still doing their job to help each and every one of us.
True. And as as we have been seeing right now, yeah, our our tourism industry has been badly affected by this pandemic. So
Affected.
how do you think our government can still achieve um, its sustainable tourism objectives given our situation right now? How do you think
Sustain
what our government can do to still achieve its sustainable tourism goals or objectives for our country despite the pandemic?
mm, of the least that we could do is, of course, still the answer is still the vaccines. If we could encourage more than or more most of the people, most of Filipino peoples to get vaccinated, and as soon as we created a herd immunity, I think we could actually achieve the sustainable tourism given the time that even the people just so that they could follow all the rules and get vaccinated as soon as they can.
So, pag ganyan po ba, with your answer, so kailangan the only ones who could travel are those people who got fully vaccinated.
For me, it's just my opinion, pero yes, kasi we should also not only think of ourselves but also the people around us. Kasi syempre we have to consider every person po na makakasalamuhan natin.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. So ngayon, I don't know if you're aware of what's happening in the news right now, but a while ago, when I read our newspapers this morning, there's this new guideline imposed by the Department of Health that
Mhm.
uh, fully vaccinated travelers would still have to undergo COVID testing
Mm,
from where they are, from their original point of destination to their to their destination.
mhm.
So, do you agree? Kasi medyo nagkakaroon ng confusion about it because there seems to be a guideline before na parang no need na for COVID testing.
Yes,
As long as you have the vaccination card with
vaccine.
you, that's all right na. But now,
Mhm.
just this morning, DOH flipped and said that these travelers would have to undergo COVID testing again for to show us proof that they're really healthy and that they're safe to travel. So, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think undergoing COVID testing again for vaccinated travelers should still be a requirement for traveling within our country?
Well, for me, I feel like it is also necessary because some of the news, even though they are vaccinated, they could still catch COVID. Like, even though if we have the flu vaccines, we could still catch a flu. I think it's the same thing. So I think they are just taking a precaution, another level of precautionary methods to protect the people.
True. So, what about the guidelines your LGU has been implementing there in Mabitac, Laguna? How has the pandemic affected the tourism industry in your hometown?
Actually, during the pandemic, it affected us because of our festivities. We didn't have the chance to celebrate our Three Kings festival rather, because it is the highlight every year in my municipality. So that is also the means of every Mabitaqueño's livelihood. Kasi may mga competitions po before na kalamay competition, street dancing competition, and we also do have beauty pageants being held every year. And also the showering of money every Three Kings. Kaya medyo nakakalungkot din po sa Mabitac. We want to experience that festivities again as soon as possible. So, as much as possible, the LGUs are doing the best they can to roll out all the vaccines and also reminding people that even though they are fully vaccinated or they already have their first dose, they are still encouraging them to wear face masks and face shields when going outside.
So anong guidelines dyan? Pag kunyari ako, let's say, I'm here in Manila and I want to travel there and visit your beautiful hometown. So, anong requirements ng LGU ninyo sa aming mga residents from Manila in order to comply with
Okay. For now naman po, you just have to secure COVID negative result from a COVID test. Yun lang naman po yung requirement.
Oh, that's nice. Yun lang. Tapos
yes,
you're off
yun
to go.
Yes.
Pero yung mga hotels nyo dyan, yung mga cottages, kunyari, let's say, di ba, Laguna is known for its hot springs,
yes.
di ba, yung mga waterfalls, di ba, even the food there, yung mga biko ba tawag doon, yung mga buko pie, kalamay. Yes. So pwede kaming pumunta doon. Pwede, how are they thriving right now? Are they now open? Are they back in businesses?
A few resorts pa lang po yung open for now. Kasi medyo may mga inaayos pa rin pong mga permits from the government po yung mga resorts. So, most of them are still closed.
Mm-hmm. Yan, no? Hirap din talaga, no? So you're very hopeful naman that the tourism industry will be able to bounce back.
Yes.
From this pandemic.
I definitely pray na makaahon din lahat na so that we could go back to normal.
Assuming we get back to normal in the near future, would you encourage people like me to travel or prioritize our country first before we travel again abroad?
Of course, definitely. Even me, if ever we get back to normal, I would love to go to La Union, to Surigao, of all the places because we do have a lot of beautiful places that we could offer. Priority muna natin dapat ang bansa before anyone else.
True. So, ang dami kong tanong tuloy bigla naisip. So, bukod sa Mabitac, Laguna, anong favorite tourist spot mo sa Pilipinas na gusto mong i-recommend sa mga foreigners nating abroad?
Well, actually, I have this province that is very close to my heart. It's Marinduque.
Oh, I've never been there.
Marinduque, sobrang A+ yung mga beaches nila. Sobrang ang gaganda and all the people living in Marinduque, they're very supportive and very friendly. Especially kapag
Uh,
mahal na Moriones Festival, it's very refreshing.
yeah. So, since you have a tourism background, kung kunwari, inas ka ng government natin, ng tourism executive natin to be specific na, oh, Jelina, gawa ka naman ng campaign slogan natin for our tourism industry here in the Philippines. Kasi parang gasgas na yung it's more fun in the Philippines. Although it's so catchy, it's so iconic, it's time naman for us to reintroduce our country after what we've been through this pandemic. So,
Mhm.
ano pwede mong maisip na slogan na pwede mong i-pitch sa Department of Tourism natin if given the opportunity?
Hmm. Given the opportunity to create a slogan, it's love Philippines more. Love Philippines more.
Ay,
Love the
gusto ko
Philippines
siya.
more.
Yeah, gusto. Totoo yun. Parang ako tatamaan ako doon kapag yun ang naging campaign slogan. Kasi ouch, oo nga, masyado tayong
Kasi we're like,
makaibang.
parang we could travel to other places na lalo na internationally, but we cannot even prioritize our country. Parang syempre, it's a way to encourage Filipinos to explore more of Philippines kasi marami tayong places that we could offer na meron pa nga mga undiscovered places that we could offer.
So how do you think you can encourage that? Or what concrete steps could you implement in order for you to achieve that kind of slogan to achieve that to achieve your slogan na love Philippines more?
Of course, is syempre po, I'm an my advocacy is about educational tourism. So we will start, of course, with the powerful tool, internet. Video campaigns, blogs, everything, magazines, leaflets, literary magazine, all of these that involves the media. Ito po yung magiging way natin to encourage everyone to love the Philippines and explore more of our country.
True, true. Gusto ko yan. Sige, oo, napaka-powerful pa naman ng social media natin. 'Di ba? So, there you go. Ang saya-saya lang ng chikahan natin about tourism. Para na-miss ko bigla mag-travel. Pero wala,
Yes.
hanggang throwback photos muna tayo sa social
True.
media. Well, we wait for this pandemic to end. So, on that note, I keep saying goodbye, but this ends my interview with you. I really had so much fun getting to know you. I really had such a blast, and I hope you also felt the same way. So, maraming salamat to all your handlers, to everyone there in your community, to Sir Francois. Thank you so much for making this interview possible, and good luck on
Thank
the remaining activities of Miss Earth. So natutuwa talaga ako ng sipag-sipag mo mag-grant ng mga interview sa amin. So para ma-push pa talaga yung campaign mo, yung advocacy mo, at yung kandidatura mo for Miss Philippines Earth. So keep it up.
Yes, thank you
So
po.
as my last question, can you give a message to all your followers, supporters who have been dreaming of you to win or be the next Miss Philippines Earth title holder?
First, sorry, excuse me. First and foremost, I would like to thank my LGU, especially Mayor Onisana and our admin, Sir Romeo Alarde, and also to all Mabitaqueños, my family, relatives, and friends that have been supporting me from the beginning of my journey up until now. I'm so thankful to have everyone to support and give me lots of love. And I also would like to thank my Hills and Crowns family, my Ninong and Nina who have been supporting me morally, financially, and everything. they have been they have been very kind and very caring. They gave me lots of love, which I will forever keep inside my heart. And I hope you continue to support me on my journey, especially in the last activities that we have here in Miss Philippines Earth. And don't forget to watch for us on August 8, 2021 for our grand coronation night.
Yan. For sure, aabangan na kita.
Thank you so much.
Kasi nakilala na kita. So, yeah, may ano na ako. Parang, siya yung na-interview ko. So, yeah, good luck ha. And virtual hugs and kisses all the way here from Manila. From my office here in Cubao.
Thank you so much, Sir Adam, for having me here. I had so much fun. Sobrang parang nagbalik tanaw din ako dun sa paggagala ko noong mga hindi pa pandemic.
O, di ba? Nakakamiss lang talaga, di ba? So, yeah. Gusto ko
hopefully
talaga
I get to see you too personally. I would love to have chikat.
Me too. Na parang hindi lang limited yung relationship natin sa virtual. Pero sana makita ko lahat kayo, hindi lang ikaw, lahat kayo. Even here, the outgoing queens of Miss Earth. Even yung mga organizers.
I would love to see them also. Kasi isa pa lang yung nakikita ko out of all my eco-sisters.
That's true. Yeah. So, there you go. Maraming salamat talaga sa opportunity na to. No doubt. Talagang sobrang blessed ako na parang napagaan mo yung gabi ko because we share something in common.
Yes.
Which is our love for traveling. So, yeah, I cannot wait for that day to return na talaga makakagala na tayo ulit.
True. Thank you so much po, Sir Adam, for tonight. And thank you everyone watching us tonight for tuning in with Sir Adam and me.
Maraming salamat and hope to see you soon. God bless and good luck. Bye.
Yes, thank you. Bye.